So I was probably shooting 400 grain, you know.
Oh, he's down.
Such a thrill.
We're close, very close, but
On this week's episode, we continue our hunt in New Zealand at Glen Dene. So far, we have 2 stags on the ground and 2 Arapawa rams. Now it's my mom and dad's turn to head out and see if they can try their luck on a couple big stags. We're out here on our second day hunting in New Zealand. I tagged out yesterday. It was an awesome experience. I got mine with a bow. We went on multiple stalks, saw so many different beautiful red stag, and so today is my mom's turn. She's taking the kimber out, and we're in the same area where we were yesterday, where we saw multiple really nice stags. There's one that's got drop tines on both sides that I got really close to shooting, but just couldn't make it happen. That I think that we're going to try and look for. If not, if we don't get that one, there's lots of other ones, but well, we just came up on that double drop tine bull that we've been talking about, that we really like. And so we're gonna try to get set up so my mom can take a shot.
just gonna try and hunt this big drop tine stag down here. Beautiful looking stag, hiding in the fern at about 250 at the moment. So we're just gonna wait for him to come out, hopefully.
We've been chasing after this double drop tine stag for my mom all morning, and it just seems like every time we get up to him, he's just a little too far away and walking away from us. But he went down into this little valley where we're at right now, and our guide said there's a nice little grassy spot where he thinks he's probably hanging out, so we're gonna head down there. Hopefully he's close enough to get a shot. We weren't able to find the double drop tine bull, but we found another stag in the stream that looked nice. The bull seemed to be following the riverbed. My dad had his bow, and we decided if this bull did what we thought he was going to do, it'd be a perfect scenario for my dad to get a shot. Dan spots the bull coming down the river, and he's closer than they thought. They run down the hill and try to cut him off. Stay tuned to see if my dad gets his stag.
Hunter Safety System introduces the Limit Shield, the first ever scent control harness.
Before the break, my dad was running down a mountain hoping to get his stag. Let's see what happens.
He's gonna come through real close. You see how the brushes talking? You can't see him. Right through the creek, right through the he's coming. Gonna draw you. Next step for the air boy. Big boy here. It's a big stag, he's coming up the creek. Yeah. Now, right, so we can see. Good shot.
So cool.
Together like that.
Jeez, that was awesome.
He's a big boy too.
Yeah. Oh man, what happened, Kevin?
Well, we were after the strap tine buck or bull.
Still be in here somewhere.
Bull for Darcy, which is probably still in here. We saw this other bull way up the river. There's this stream, and so he grabbed my bow. I said, grab my bow just in case. And this bull came right down the stream, feeding along the stream, right in the stream. Oh my gosh, it couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, it's probably
10 yards?
beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
Well, we're coming around to come watch it. Come watch what happened, and Mom heard like running through the river, and then we turned the corner. I'm like, there's a stag laying on the ground. He already shot it.
Here he is, my red stag. As you just saw, an exciting hunt. We're at Glen Dene here. Dan put us on him right away. He said, this is a great spot for archery hunting because if we can get him down in this valley, we might be able to cut him off, and that's exactly what happened. This monster came through the creek, just feeding along, had no idea we were there. And we ran down there and waited, and then you made a little grunt and stopped him perfectly at probably 10 to 15 yards. Just laid the arrow with the ramcat into him. I mean, a 70-pound PSC bow. I mean, that's a lot of energy at 10 yards, I'm telling you.
Went right in, didn't it?
Yeah, and he ran right around the corner and just fell over. We knew it was done when we saw that arrow going. This is a fair chase here in New Zealand with Glen Dene. What an amazing big boy down.
What a rush. That plan couldn't have gone any better. That's an experience my dad will never forget. When we return, my mom continues her hunt, and we found a giant stag for her to go after.
This segment brought to you by Whitetail Institute. Research equals results.
We are headed out for the evening hunt, and we have already, well, not we, my mom has already spotted a stag. We went on the other side of this mountain to a kind of high point, and my mom got her binoculars out, and as soon as she got him out, she found the big one. He's a beautiful stag, and so we're just on top here. It's going to be a bit of a hike getting to him, and it's going to be a really tough hike with a lot of meat coming back. Hopefully it all works out, though.
Yep, gonna get it done.
I hope so.
like that green bit.
Is he still there? Can you see it yet? Oh, the next one.
Those are females. Yeah, they're females down there. We should be able to see from this high point if he's there. Maybe we have to go down to one of these other bumps.
Right.
Maybe.
We were having trouble spotting the stag that we saw earlier, but all of a sudden, they crest the hill right in front of us. The bull we were after didn't present us a shot. They kept running down the mountain. We gave them a few minutes and we made a move. They were about 70 yards away, but there was brush in front of them and she didn't have a shot. So we waited for them to move so she could get a clear shot.
I get him?
I can't see him. It's a good
Get him
hit.
at all.
I got it. He's down. Yeah. Was that Darcy?
That was awesome. I was trying to get a clear view through these bushes, and I got it right on exactly where he told me to, so I figured that was the opportunity I was gonna have. So,
Red Stag.
good.
Great shot.
Okay.
So you got a big dropper on that side. On this side he's got.
My mom just shot her very first red stag here in New Zealand. It's been quite the day. I shot mine last night. My dad got his this morning, and we've been after one for my mom all day, and it finally all came together. We pulled the kimber out for her and did quite a bit of hiking before we got to my mom. We were actually on the other side of the mountain, on a different mountain actually, and we were glassing looking for him. My mom actually spotted him, which was really cool for the whole story and everything, and she said, yeah, there's one cresting the hill over there, and that's the one I want. So we came around and got on him, and she made a perfect shot. I mean, couldn't have asked for anything better. He rolled down the hill a little bit, but no damage, and it's really fun to be able to hunt with my mom. I don't get to do it very often, but congratulations, I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a super fun day for me too. Jada's dad, Kevin, shot one this morning with his bow in the creek. That was just so fun to be a part of. And then we went back to camp and rested and ate and came back out, and it was like it was meant to be. I've been teasing this gang about making sure I got sunset photos and a gold, stag, and just all the different things, kind of half joking, and it all just came together perfectly.
This segment brought to you by Marathon. fueling the American spirit.
Welcome back. So far, we've had an amazing time at Glen Dene hunting red stag. We decided to take a break and head over to some local wineries and jump on a helicopter to see some glaciers. Today, we just landed from our helicopter in Milford Sound and we boarded this boat, and now we're just cruising around some gorgeous views. Right now I'm looking at a glacier up in the mountains. There's a cruise ship behind me and then another beautiful waterfall. So we're just gonna see lots of different views here, and it is the 8th wonder of the world this area is, so there's lots of incredible things to see. We jumped back on the helicopter and landed on a glacier where I got a big surprise. Our pilot just landed the helicopter on a glacier. This is amazing. We went from 0 to 6,000 feet. Behind me you can see there's a beautiful mountain. It's the tallest mountain in this area. It's absolutely gorgeous. I cannot believe that we're actually up here on top of a glacier in New Zealand. It's absolutely beautiful up here. What's this?
Here's your script.
My script? I don't need a script. It just kind of fell out. We ended the trip with an awesome jet boat ride and a freshly caught lobster dinner from the helicopter. come here, we have to go on one of these jet boat rides because it's so fun.
I'm walking down. Why wouldn't I? Look at the view.
Beautiful.
I'd rather walk down than be in there with all of you guys.